Hey guys, welcome to episode 81 of the Knit Now Swatch Later podcast channel. My name is Courtney and I'm coming to you from Pennsylvania where I live with my husband and our 2 dogs and 2 cats. Today is February 1st, which is crazy. I cannot believe that January is already over and we're moving into February, which means I have a finished pair of socks to show you for January. These are Ben's Vanilla socks. They are DK weight socks. This little fox progress keeper is from Yarnable, I believe, when I had their yarn subscription, and I have both of them here. These were a whip that I picked up to finish for the sock make along, which I will get to in just a minute. They are knit out of Muse 2320 Fiber Company, and the colorway is Bioluminescence, and it is on their Pipit 4-ply DK, which is 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. I did not enjoy knitting these socks at all because the yarn turned my fingers blue. And I don't know. I would work on them and then my fingers would turn blue and then I would stop working on them for like months and months and months. But I decided, in the spirit of the dozen socks make along, I decided to pick them up and finish them. So that is the first pair of my dozen socks for the dozen socks make along. Let's see, so let's talk a little bit about that. The hashtag is a dozen socks 25, and I'll put that on the screen at the bottom. That's for Instagram. Your completed pair of socks can be either knit or crochet. They can be a whip. They can be a new cast on in that month. It does not matter. If you use stash yarn, you get 2 entries when you post it on Ravelry. And I'm going to be drawing prizes quarterly from both the Instagram hashtag and from the Ravelry finished object thread. So make sure that you are posting your finished pairs of socks over there. The grand prize I will draw on January 1st of 2026, and that will be from Ravelry only. So make sure that you are using the hashtag on Instagram and posting your finished object photos over on the Ravelry thread. And let me know if you're enjoying the make along so far in the comments down below. I have really enjoyed looking through all of the hashtags on Instagram. You guys are just flying through socks already this year, and it's a lot of fun to scroll through that hashtag. I highly recommend it, and I share as many of them on my stories as I can. In the spirit of using up stash yarn, which was the whole point of starting this dozen socks make along, at least for me, my goal this year is to knit 12 pairs of socks from stash by the end of the year. So in the spirit of that, what do you guys think about having the giveaway prizes being yarn from my stash? Like, obviously unused skeins of yarn with like the labels and everything still intact, but what do you guys think? Is that fun and like in the spirit of the make along, or do you think that would be weird? So let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts are on giveaway prizes. And I think, let me just make sure I talked about everything. Whips are allowed. I think I said that. And I think that's everything about the make along that I wanted to talk about. So moving into works in progress, I have a whole bunch of stuff over here to show you guys. So first up, I have in my little pig bucket my anthology throw, which is too big and too curled up to show you the whole thing, but that is the middle, so you can almost see all of the like length of it. And then this stitch marker right here is marking where I was the last time I showed it on the podcast, so a good bit. It doesn't look like a lot, but there are well over 500 stitches on the needles right now. So with that in mind, that is actually quite a bit of knitting done since the last time I showed this. I really appreciate you guys commenting, letting me know what you think I should do. I did finish the day 25 mini, so I'm all out of my Advent calendar minis. They are all in this blanket, which is so exciting. And I've decided that I'm going to just put this over on my shelf over by where my little minis are, and my plan is to hopefully finish a pair of socks and then add the mini that's left, if there's any left, to this blanket. So it's not going to be like a main project, but I don't think I'm going to put it away quite yet, but we'll see. We'll see if I kind of start to fall back out of love with it, or if I enjoy kind of putting it on hold for a little bit and then finishing something else and then adding into it. But we'll see. I'll keep you guys posted on that. So next I have still in my Christmas bag from, I don't know where I got this from, So Marcy Handmade Goods. And in here I have my Salty Days sweater. I have no idea where this was the last time I showed this on Vlogmas. I think maybe that's what this Moose Progress Keeper is where I was. I started here. So from the moose, not that much, but I knit the moose down, from the moose down, I can't talk today, and then I picked up the stitches and knit. This is the left front of the sweater, and then now I am over here on the right front of the sweater. So I'm going to move my little moose stitch marker because I'm pretty sure that's what we're marking. I hope that's what we're marking because I'm moving it. So there we go. We've got him moved, and we're going to put this back in my bag. I don't know if I mentioned, this is my Salty Days sweater by Veronica Lindbergh, and the anthology throw was by Helen Stewart. I am knitting the Salty Days on a Taogu size 8, which is a 5.0 millimeter needle, which I believe is what the pattern calls for, because I don't swatch. I don't like it. I have no desire to do it. I'm not going to do it. So, and usually my stuff turns out okay, but every once in a while it doesn't. That's just the risk that you take. I enjoy the process of knitting. I am really enjoying it. I took a pause. I started it for Vlogmas, and then I just got overwhelmed with like the holidays and all of that, so I paused it, and I just picked it up the other day, and I'm still really enjoying it. Then I have in this project bag from White Rose Fiber Company. This is my February pair of socks that I did cast on a little bit early, but only because you have seen these before. Sort of. This is the Cozy Sweater Socks pattern by Leah Gibson. And this yarn was my toe up sock that I started at the end of last year, maybe the very beginning of this year. And I frogged it and I started this, and I'm really enjoying this. I've tried to venture down the toe up rabbit hole a couple of times, and I don't enjoy it. So I just ripped it out and I cast on a cuff down pair of socks, which is my jam, and I'm really enjoying these. And the yarn is from Three Tulips Yarn Company, and it is just so cute. I love the way that it's working up. I also have set up a project bag for a new cast on. This is going to be the cow cardigan by Claire Jackson. I have my yarn caked up. I only have 2 balls of it caked up so far. And this is Knit Picks Comfy Worsted in the colorway Hawk. It is a worsted weight yarn, 75% Pima cotton, 25% acrylic. So I wanted to cast this on so bad, and then I realized that my needles are already in use. The needle size that I need for this project is already in use in my Salty Days sweater. So that is part of why I picked it back up again. But I am really enjoying it, and I guess if I get tired of it, I could always pull the needles at that point. But right now I'm focusing on the Salty Days sweater and loving that, and really looking forward to casting on the cowl cardigan, which the yarn, here's all of the yarn, and this has been in my stash for years. I think I bought it when we lived in the townhouse, and then we bought our first house, and then now we are in our forever home. So yeah, I've had this yarn forever, so I am going to just use it up. So yeah, that's another goal that I have for this year. I'm not exactly on like a yarn diet. I'm not telling myself I'm not allowed to buy new yarn, but I am trying very hard to work from stash as much as possible. So for example, that yarn has been in my stash for years and years and years, but I don't know if it's quite going to be enough. So when I get to that point, if I need to order more yarn, I'm just going to do it to finish the project and move on. So I'm not like making sacrifices just to not buy more yarn. Like if I won't love the sweater with, you know, a couple inches of different color, like I just don't think it's worth it. I have picked out, this is not in my show notes, but we'll talk about it anyway. This fun basket that is just falling down. So I went through my stash and I pulled out yarn for every single month that I want to knit for the Dozen Socks make along. So yeah, I thought it would be less stressful to kind of keep a basket aside so that I know, okay, this is kind of what I'm trying to work from. And then I also pulled out this gray, which is Loops and Threads Wool-like in the color gray for heels and toes. And I also pulled out, this is Emma's yarn, Practically Perfect Base, and the color is Raindrops. And I just thought this would be really pretty as like heels and toes as well. And then if I feel like the speckle or the coloring won't work with the yarn, then I can just use this plain gray yarn. So I have a plan, guys. I have a plan. Am I gonna stick with it? I don't know, but tune in next time to find out. One more thing that I have finished, kind of shifting into sewing. I have not sewn in over a year. So this was kind of a nice project to just get back into it. It is a puff bag, like puff quilt bag. So I just used the Christmas fabric that I bought for Christmas project bags last year that just didn't end up happening with everything going on in our family. But I made this bag and it turned out okay. It's not perfect. There's a couple of here's the zipper, which is like a heavier duty zipper than what I usually use, also from my stash. Did not buy anything. That's a lie. I'm lying. I bought the fluff, the stuff that you put in there. But all the fabric, thread, and the zipper and this little tag were from my stash. So that was pretty exciting. It's not, I mean, you can see, it's not perfect, but it's cute. I'm probably going to just give it away because I don't know what to use it for, so I'm probably just gonna give it to somebody. It was a nice adventure into something else. I did not enjoy it, and I don't think I'll be making another one, but now we know. So, moving into acquisitions, I have this adorable pig light that I got from Hobby Lobby that I am so excited about. I've had it for a couple of weeks. We've just been really busy, but I really want to put this up, like, in my craft room. I don't know if it would be, like, would it look stupid if it was just, like, chilling back here while I'm podcasting? I don't know. But yeah, I just broke the couch. I definitely want to get this up in my craft room sometime soon. My craft room is pretty much put together at this point. There's a couple of frames on the floor, and like there's piles of yarn now because I went through my stash, but it's pretty much done. So that's nice. It's less stressful to come in here. I can actually come in here and sit on the couch and knit or read or whatever I want to do. So yeah, that was a long time coming. And then next up, pretty much my new most favorite thing ever, this hand massager on Amazon. And I love this thing. It's about a 10-minute massage, and it uses like airbags to, like, it just inflates and deflates around your hand to give you a massage, and then it also vibrates and it has heat. So I just thought I would throw that out there for my yarny friends who also struggle with hand pain. This is perfect for that. I love it. And it also came with this little finger massager thing. I didn't know what it was at first, but you just like stick your finger in there and then it massages all the way across and like down into the back of your hand. And I don't know, it's just really nice. I enjoy it a lot. So I just thought I would share that with you guys. And if you're interested, I can put the link down in the description box below. I got this fun little bag of yarn from my friend Amy, who owns 3 Tulips Yarn Company, and first of all, I love the way that she, like, it's wrapped in tissue paper, and then she always cakes my yarn for me, which I really appreciate. And so they're just 2 50-gram balls of yarn, I believe in her fern base, and she dyed these for Valentine's Day, and they're just so cute. I think they would look so cute like striped together, maybe. I don't know. What do you guys think I should do with this? Because I really want, my first priority is finishing my cozy sweater socks for February, but if I finish those with time to spare, I might have to cast something on with these because they are just so beautiful. And as soon as I saw them, I had to get them. I'm pretty sure that I texted Amy and told her just like set one aside for me because I have to have those. So moving into books, I have read 7 books this year and my goal is 60, so moving right along. I am currently reading The Spell Shop by Sarah Beth Durst, and I just started that last night, and it seems like it's gonna be a cute little like fantasy novel, like a fun, I don't know. I'm not super into it yet, but it seems like it'll be fun. And then before that, I read Horror Movie by Paul Tremblay, which was terrible. That's all I have to say. It was 237 pages long and nothing happened. So there's that. And then before that, I read The Atonement by Kirsten Modglin, which was the final installment of the Arrangement series that a friend of mine recommended, and I really enjoyed this series. The third book felt kind of rushed. The ending felt kind of rushed. So I didn't like the third book as much as the other 2, but it was still pretty good. So I would recommend that series. If you like domestic thriller type books. That's all I have in my notes to chat about today, and this is a really long episode for me. So if you stuck around this long, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it down below and to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I try to put out at least one video a month. So until next time, happy knitting. Bye.